Welcome to the Pedal Progressions podcast, where progression is the obsession. I am sitting in the nice, plush, beautiful Vi13 studio right now with Kellen Johnson and Craig Frazee.
Just because of the mustache?
No, it's just because I don't want to mess it up. I'm second guessing myself. And we are part of the Michigan Mid-Pack Media. Let me tell you about some of our sponsors real quick before Kellen tells us the funny things that my favorite part of the podcast, honestly, is what Kellen wrote down that I have no idea what it is yet. But we're sponsored by Vi13. We are here. We will have sweet kits for you at some point, and they are going to be fancy-pantsy. You'll have nice Italian gel on your buttocks while you ride. It'll be great. Also, KOM Cycling. It is Zwift season coming up. They have a ton of cool stuff like tables, and I got this little phone mount that holds the magnetic back of my iPhone to the handlebar so I can watch Netflix while I do it. Pretty stoked about that. Go to komcycling.com. Use the code PPP15. I don't know if it's lowercase or uppercase, so someone let me know. Also, 8th Day Gym. If you're not into Zwift, sign up for the intro offer, $49 for unlimited classes for a month, and then you'll love it and you'll keep going. I prefer it to Zwift, but I do both, so, you got to do what you got to do. Also, Building Blocks Foundation. Check them out at buildingblocksfoundationinc.org. And check out all the things they do for the local West Michigan kids, because it's important. And it's probably our most important sponsor, because it actually helps real people, not just bike stuff. Craig, why don't you tell us about what's going on?
Boy, do we got a good list of stuff here. It's everybody's favorite time of year. We have got Bootleg/Iceman weekend coming up. So, Iceman is first up. November 8th, we are going to be hanging out and heckling and cheering people on Wood Chip Hill. So if you're in the area and you're not racing, come hang out, come drink some beer, come yell at some people. It definitely helps them go faster. I think it has to. When you're screaming, paddle, paddle, paddle at somebody.
The pros climb the hill at like 20 miles an hour, so I don't know if they hear us.
I heard it's almost as fast as a KTM in first gear. Something like that. So, the next day, November 9th, it's the Bootleg event. It's not a race. It's just a fun hangout. Bring a part. That's your entry fee. We will organize our timed practice at the end, and parts will be given out based on the times and how the order stacks up. I'm being very careful. I'm doing my best. It's a timed practice event, but ultimately it's a fun excuse to come hang out, ride a really cool spot, and try to go fast with your friends.
If you want to hear the history of the event, I talked about it for about an hour on the Dirty Chain podcast last week, so you can hear all the old stories and how the event came to be and whatnot. I think we stayed on topic a couple minutes at a time for the whole hour.
So this is an extra special year. It's the 20th anniversary. And that goes down November 9th, 11 a.m. That's Sunday. And it's at Copper Ridge Trails. Very, very important detail. Please listen to the sound of my voice. Do not park in the surgery center that all of you have used in the past to park. We will have additional parking details on the Facebook event page. That is the best way to keep up with event details and where you should be parking.
It will possibly be at a brewery. We just need to have Craig sample some beer for us.
Oh, darn. What a difficult job. I hate it so much. Last up, we need you to rate and review wherever you're listening to this thing. I guarantee you there's a thumbs up button or there's a review button. Give us 5 stars. Give us 100 thumbs up, whatever it is. Anything helps. Seriously. You know we're all run by the algorithm these days. Anything you can do is going to make a difference for us. Kellen, where can people find us on the interwebs?
You can check us out on Instagram at pedal_progressions_podcast. The link to our merch store is in the description below. We love seeing all our stuff on you, so buy a shirt, buy a jersey, buy whatever you can. We love seeing it on you. We'll give you a shout out if we see you wearing
These will be
anything.
collector's items once we get the new fancy gear.
Yeah, get them before they're out.
And we'll be 3% faster than all of you.
You can also email the show at pedalprogressions@gmail.com. We'd love to get any suggestions, comments you have. Put in your comments for our end of the year show. Any questions? Love to go through them and answer some of those questions for you.
And guest suggestions, because today was a guest suggestion, as was last week and the week before and the week before that. So we listen.
We do listen. We do read those comments, and we do them. So this week we had Adam and Mark on the show. They are both cyclocross guys. Fun guys to talk to. They started a lot of careers for a lot of the local bikers here. They're actually pretty important to the scene. A lot of people know them, and I didn't know them, but I know them now. Some of the fun things we talked about this week were the origins of the Crazy Bastard cyclocross name. We also learned why gluing your tires on your rims is the best route to go, how cyclocross has NASCAR-style pit stops during the race, and we relearn what a blog is and why nicknames are necessary for their blog. So without further ado, here is Adam and Mark.
How was that one you did with Rick?
Midsummer, it was probably, I don't know, what was it,
still,
August?
Still hot.
Yeah, it was real hot still. It was before we moved to the nice place at Cannonsburg. They put new carpet and painted and added windows and stuff and made it look less like a dungeon inside. But we were upstairs
With an AC unit that would kick out, it would like overload the breaker. So we'd have to go behind the ice cream serving area, even and deeper into a dungeon, and find the breaker that flipped.
Yeah, and that whole building reeks of stinky snowboarding kids that are like 13 years old.
Yeah, it kind of clears out during the summer, and I think a lot of the improvements
No,
that
the
they
smell's
made
always
now.
there, though.
Yeah.
There are decades of that.
It's like going to an Eagles club and you can still smell that people were smoking for like 60 years in there. It's just part of the upholstery now.
I can't think there's any way to get rid of the smell of like winter boots out of there.
No.
It's just a part of the place now.
Kids' sweaty boots.
Yep.
I'm glad we weren't ever in the rental building though, because that's
bad.
Oh yeah.
Like I can picture the smell in my head of like ski club when I was in high school, like going in and like going in there and having to rent the rear entry boots that like try to break your legs every time you fall.
I like that back door. The glass has been broken for like 30 years, 40 years, and they've never fixed it. Some kid kicked it in.
It's a structural
and it's
crack.
never been repaired.
Well, they fixed. We had some ski patrollers on, and we got the lowdown on when they drove the vehicle when the guy fell asleep on the top of Myers Lake, and like kept driving straight, and then went through the ski patrol building and like broke the gas lines and passed out.
When was that?
2
2 years
ago, I think.
Yeah,
2, maybe
2
3.
falls ago, I think.
Yeah.
It's all over the news. It's a pretty interesting video because he hits the building at like 60 and goes. He just happened to hit between the door frame of the double doors, so it like didn't destroy the car. And then he went through like the stove and the dryer, so the gas lines were open, and he stopped like 50 feet from the creek, and then I guess he just like got up and left. Like 3 hours later, like on the camera, it's like,
Wakes up.
yeah,
Nap over.
yeah. 3 hours later, just gets up and leaves. And the maintenance guys go and they go work and stuff. And they went to go like outside to smoke a cigarette, and they could smell the gas. And they're like, "Oh, I smell gas." And they walked around, and there's a hole right through it, but you couldn't really see it. It wasn't like obvious unless you came in front of the building.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks, the video of it, there's security footage. It looks like the Dukes of Hazzard whenever they blow through the barn doors, you know what I mean? It was just like that.
I missed that whole newsreel, apparently.
Did you do the race there when he had those races?
I did a few of them, yeah.
The one where you had to go through you had to ride through or swim through the creek with your
Oh, I remember that.
That was something.
What race was that?
It was a
Kiss
cross
race at Cannonsburg.
At Cannonsburg.
And they made you go through the creek?
Yeah. Or there was a time.
6 feet down.
There
6
was.
feet down.
You didn't have to, but then there was like an escape route that was a penalty
Over the bridge.
over the bridge, which I think I opted for that. I'm like, fuck that.
That's right where we take the dogs swimming, like by the porta potties
Oh,
over there
okay,
is where
yeah.
they cross. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's like a straight down, straight
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's what they said. 6 feet down, 6 feet up.
Did you have to like swim across it? Or did you have to take your bike across it?
It was
Like,
it was
yeah.
it was definitely wading.
It's wade. Wade with your bike and try to keep the.
That's more like
bottom-
throw
bottom-
your bike up the top
bottom-
and climb up the hill to get
Yeah.
out.
I'm planning on learning a bunch about cyclocross today because.
Yeah.
And by the way, the voices you hear are Mark and Adam, who are CBXers or Crazy Bastard Cross, Crazy
Yeah.
Bastard Cyclocross.
Formerly known as.
Formerly known as. That's right.
Well, I know that we got requests for you, Mark.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I adopted some gravel friends because none of my mountain bike friends will ride with me anymore. And
Great loss.
I've been doing these gravel rides, and they all talk about the CBX ride and stuff, and then they start telling stories of over the years of the rides and the races and stuff, and they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you got to have Mark on. You got to have Mark on."
Huh.
So that's how I ended up reaching out to you, is because for like 3 Saturday mornings in a row, I heard a bunch of stories and like, "Oh, this is going to be a very interesting conversation."
Are you riding those loops out there?
Yeah.
Out of Townsend?
Yep. Yeah, we did.
I know them. What do they call them now? The
Well, Acker,
rides.
Acker took it over.
I know Acker's doing
So everybody, always heard people just say the Acker ride.
Oh.
Because when you got out and I kind of got out at the same time, and he took it over, and then it exploded into an Iceman training route, I think.
That was the worst time leading up to Iceman, because we did have nice rides out there, and we were all racing cross, so we did kind of a mild training since we were racing usually doing 2 races every weekend. So you'd get the Iceman crowd; they wanted to get into shape, so they just come on and just blow the goddamn ride up, you know. And then the minute Iceman hit, it just went back to being a nice ride again.
Was your guys' ride the Tuesday or the Thursday ride?
Yes.
Both.
Yes. Every Tuesday, Thursday.
All of the
Tuesday,
above.
Thursday, yeah.
Single speed Tuesday, and then Thursday we whipped it up a little bit, but we were racing
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Tuesday was like recovery, a lot.
Yeah, I know a lot of those guys will ride the route if it's early year, late year. Then they'll show up to Taco Tuesday at Cannonsburg and they'll ride in and try to do a lap at both. And
Yeah.
I've tried to go to the Tuesday one a couple times, and I just never have made it work. But I hear the first lap's nice and relaxed, and the second lap is just as fast as you can possibly
we didn't
go.
do that. It was always one big group. That's a new thing.
Yeah, we would race. I mean, you'd go fast up to 13, and then you'd regroup, and then you'd have the dog mile,
Yeah.
and then you'd regroup, and then you'd have what's that last stretch back in the 6 mile? Heading south.
Nugent?
Yeah, that was like the other little sprint.
Yeah.
And that's that longer loop, right? That's the 33.
Well, there was a
mile.
It was-
number of loops, and
yeah.
we put together. We did even go down where they're doing the. Jeff put together the. Was it the Lowell 50? So we used to do that loop too. Sometimes we go south,
We'd go down to 3 mile,
3 mile. Yeah.
up to 13.
Yeah, right now the route is for the Tuesday night gravel ride goes down to 3 mile and goes across, and then you kind of like cut up by Murray Lake and then go
Yeah.
up to like 7 and then across, and then the CBX ride goes the opposite way and then goes all the way up to 13.
How many miles are these rides that you typically do?
I think we were in the 20s.
20?
20s to 30s.
It was like a 90 minute to 2
Yeah.
hours,
Oh.
But depending on the weather too, we rode all.
no matter
we rode
what.
all year. We rode all winter. We were riding in snow and on ice, and
Is there a story of how you got the riding in the winter? Something about getting? I've heard like partial stories about this of how you guys got the Crazy Bastard's name.
yeah, the story about how we got it. Yeah. Do you remember how we got it?
That was before my time.
That
I
was
know the
before you did?
story.
So after we got done, we would go into Honey Creek, and we'd have a big table. We had a lot of people from the ride, so we'd go in there and drink and eat afterwards. And what the hell are you guys doing? You know, some of them still had their kit on, or it was cold and snowing or raining or something. And they go, what are you doing? Oh, we're out having a bike ride tonight, you know? And they go, God, you guys are crazy bastards. And that was it.
There it was.
And I have to agree with whoever first said that.
Yeah.
I'm imagining you guys out there in 0 degrees. It's
I
probably
actually
dark
did do
already.
0.
Yeah.
I think I've got some pictures on the truck on it. 0 degrees we're out riding.
It's probably getting dark. I
Oh,
would
it's always
imagine.
dark, yeah.
Oh my god.
You got icicles in the beards, like
Oh, yeah.
halfway through,
Oh,
like
yeah.
you can hear them tinging off the glass.
And this was when the tire of choice was a 30 mil Michelin Jet.
Oh,
Like,
geez.
that was the tire. You raced
Yeah.
on mud 2s, clinchers, and you rode gravel on 30 millimeter jets. Like, it wasn't 70 mil, whatever, 2.5 inch gravel
40
tire.
gravel tire. These were all cyclocross bikes.
You might have been real fancy and got a studded tire, but I don't think anybody did.
No. I rode on tubulars.
Yeah.
Kind of file, but just let the air out of them. Ride that shit.
So we're talking kind of close to slicks, but maybe some grooves
Yeah.
for water, basically.
If not.
Yeah, the
After
little
you've
file.
ridden twice, they're
The file.
they're smooth anyways.
Yeah,
And people think they need snow tires on their cars.
yeah, they were
Jeez.
small tires. 32 was
Yeah, the Jets were
large.
30s.
Yeah,
And 32 was the race
that
tire.
was the big tire.
I have
and
a
now-
40 now, and it's
Yeah, I know. I've got a gravel bike. It's got a 40 on it. I like it.
I ride with all these guys, and I have the smallest tire. My bike looks like a road bike compared to all these guys because
Yeah.
they've got their like 2.25s. It's bigger than like a XC mountain biker used to have.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
different world.
How much of a difference does tire width make? Is it comfort you're doing it for? Is it traction? How much of a penalty is rolling resistance?
Oh well, we had how many sets of tires did you have when you went to a race?
In the van,
Yeah,
Sarah and I, 4 bikes. I think we had 8 sets of wheels glued up
yeah. I think
because we could swap them between our
I-
bikes.
Hang on, you said glue.
yeah, we glued all our tires.
Yeah, you don't race on clinchers. That's silly.
But is that a weight thing? What's the point of going with glue?
It's better.
Oh,
Well,
You have to-
you
it's
can,
like-
what you can do is you can let the air out
Yeah.
of them, and you can bounce off of because it's a knuckle,
yeah.
and there's no hooks on it, so you can ride it. You can feel it hitting the rim, and it won't pinch flat it.
And with a latex tube, it's just with a latex tube and a case that's fiber instead of rubber. It's a
So
different,
yeah, you
totally
get
different ride.
A ride with a lot of sand or mud, and then you let the air out of it. If it was hard grass, then you'd go for a little narrow tire, harder tire, more speed on. If you had more course with a lot of concrete or gravel road on it.
But the width is it's a game changer. Like the more width you have, the better. Because remember Sea Otter one year, a guy UCI. There was the UCI guys would race at Sea Otter cross race, and somebody showed up and did it on a 29er, and just they smoked the field because it's just a
Yeah, you
better.
could just
It's a
ride
better
it
piece of
through
equipment.
yeah.
And I think Sven Neef
Yeah,
said
Sven said if I
he
could
said
ride on
at
it,
Coxside, he's like if I could do a 34 or a 35, I'm twice as
Yeah.
fast. He's like it's cheating.
Don't they limit the tire size in the
They
UCI
used
ones
to. It
now?
was 32.
Thir-
I think they're 34s now.
32, 33.
But
Which
they
is
went
still
up to
like-
34. But it was
Yeah, I think they
32
allowed
used to be
34.
the.
Is that a thing? Like, do people ride 34s? I guess I've never seen that before.
I think USA Cycling
You're
is still
thinking inch.
limited.
They're talking width.
Oh, I'm
Width.
thinking
Oh
inches.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think at the end there I had a lot of 34s.
Yeah, UCI went to 33 because then everybody's big thing was like, oh, well, are you doing tire checks? It's like, no, we're racing in Grand Rapids.
Yeah, because they come by with
we're not doing
they
a tire
come by
check.
with a little
Plastic gauge.
plastic gauge and put when you're at the start line and go onto your tire. But yeah, lots of tires.
We're all
Lots
pretty
of
new
wheel
to
sets.
the whole cyclocross thing. Like I watch it at the bike shop. I'll go in on happy hour on Friday and they'll have a race on or whatnot. And I've had friends that have raced it always, but I bought a bike part from someone and I ended up at Richmond last year
Oh, that's good.
and I watched the Richmond race and I was like, that looks like no fun at all.
Oh,
it's
Richmond's
not
But
fun.
good.
everyone I know that races cyclocross says it's the most fun thing ever.
Yeah.
So tell
It
us
is.
why it's the most fun thing ever.
Well, when you brake, you can just walk to your car. You're 200 yards from your car at all times. You never have to go very far if you break down.
a lot of the races were a lot of fun. It was fun. It wasn't as dangerous. I did a lot of before I got into it. I was doing road racing and crits, so that shit was dangerous, and got tired of the road rash and dislocated shoulders and shit like that. And you don't get that in cross. You get a grass standing. Usually the turns are, you'll go down in a tight turn, slip on some grass or mud, and
and it's a different type of field, like
and
the people.
The people, and it was usually really good riders. So you're around pretty good people. You didn't have to worry about like in a road race or crit, some idiot coming up and overlapping your wheel and taking you out. Mostly, if you got that far, you were pretty into riding.
It seems like, as an outsider looking at it, it's all the road bikers that still like to have fun.
You can tell who the road bikers are.
Yeah.
You can see them.
Yeah.
You can see them. There's a different type of riding. For
We
sure.
did a ride one night. We did our loop, and we went through it was at night, and everybody's on cross bikes, and we went through the first section at Cannonsburg in the dark.
Yeah.
And you could tell who the road riders were because you could hear them screaming in the back. Remember Freddie crying and yelling and shit, like, what happened? What are you doing?
He probably had road brakes on his bike.
Yeah.
But the other thing with cross is, like, we were in, what was it, 20, must have been 13 or 12. They were prepping Eva Bandman for Worlds. So they had the course set exactly the same as what they're going to race Worlds. So they were testing it for time, the ground surface, the lap times, et cetera. So, like, I got to race the exact course they ran for Worlds. So then you can look at your lap times and be like, wow, Katie Compton would have beaten me.
Yeah.
I do suck a
Was
lot.
that the one with that? Was that the same one I raced that had that gigantic downhill into the hairpin?
Yes.
I
Yeah,
remember
just like that straight drop.
Heather went down there and she
you're
stood
on
at the
both
top,
brakes.
terrified. She
Yeah.
didn't even practice. She wouldn't even go down.
Yeah. But we raced some stuff in Cincinnati. There was a race at Devou Park where some of the pro women were standing at the top of that drop, and they didn't let the lower categories do it, but some of the pro women were even up there going, I'm not going down that. That was at Devou Park where it was went straight down. Same thing. They had hay bales on all the trees. And
So it's like a muddy chute, grassy
basically,
chute?
well, if it rains, yeah, you're same course. We've raced in 2 feet of snow in Chicago in Jackson Park. That was the regional.
Yeah.
It was 14 degrees and like 2 feet of snow. They don't shovel it. They just send the first category and
Did
you
the
make
same
a
as
trail.
state championship at Waterford,
Yep.
and it was snow, and it's just like knee deep in snow, running the thing.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about cyclocross, but the things I do know are the videos where it went bad, where like the people are racing the real muddy stuff and
Oh,
they
yeah.
can't go anywhere, or when they're trying to go over little barriers and they trip or go face first, face plant. Like that's when I think of cyclocross. That's what I think of.
Yeah, the mud was fun.
But for the people that don't know, can you describe what cyclocross is? Like what's different about that than anything else?
It's a road bike with almost small mountain bike tires on it. So it's a mix of terrain. You had to have a little paved section for speed, grass, gravel, sand that sometimes you had to run through. You had was mandated was you had 2 man-made obstacles where you had to jump off the bike, hurdle them, and then jump back on the bike.
Is that mandatory? You got to get off the bike? Because I've seen videos where people like
No.
bunny hop over 'em.
No, you don't have to. If you can bunny hop them, if you're Sven-Nice, you can.
What do you think's better? Was it risk versus reward?
If you can do
Well,
it.
if you can do it,
Yeah.
you save time.
They used to have 6-pack barriers, and then they banned
Yeah,
them
they banned
because
those.
Sven Nys could do them so well.
They could ride over them.
There's an old like 08, something like maybe 07 video where he just a 6-pack of barriers, just boom, boom, all 6 over them, and everybody else is
Everybody's
running.
up running.
So they went down to 2, I think, after that in UCI because it was just such an advantage.
And then we have staircases, and you put them in one of your. Didn't you have you had a flyover in one of your races?
We did bring the flyover.
And it had- so you would have to get off the bike and run up the staircase, get on top of this platform, jump on the bike, and then go down a ramp on the other side. And really it was for the course designers, so you could make a figure 8, so you could loop the course underneath it.
Kellen, it's like the tunnel on a supercross track.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I knew
that'll
that.
work.
But it's mixed surfaces.
The way I describe it is when people ask me, I'm just like, it's basically steeplechase. Like,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
it's here's some cross country guys, but these ones like to get dirty, and they're like jumping in water and jumping over stuff. So it's it's not just straightforward riding. It's like the steeplechase of, I guess, road riding, if you will.
But wasn't it the kind of evolved from World War One,
Yeah.
where the guys were bike couriers, where they had to go cross country through all sorts of terrain to deliver messages. And then they got into racing to see who was the best at,
Yeah.
crossing
there.
crossing streams, roads, dirt, plowed fields.
Yeah, it's what's that race, like bike race? It's the single speed that's kind of based off like the mail carriers in like New York or stuff like that. It's the, what am I thinking
That was in
of?
San Francisco. But
It's one of
yeah.
those, but what am I thinking of? They're like single speed, no brakes.
You get a bunch of people that are good at
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Naturally,
Always
you're
race.
going to
But
race.
Yeah.
That's a crit. I know what that is.
Yeah, Chris.
Is that right? That's not
yeah.
Red
It's in
Hook, is
New
it?
York. I think it's in New York City.
Red
Yeah.
Hook?
Red Hook, yeah.
Yeah, but it's kind of based off the same type
Yeah.
of thing. There was
Yeah.
a job, and that race kind of evolved from there. Like the people, like I want to be the best. Who's the best at their job?
It's
and
kind
turns
of
into
like
a race.
CrossFit's got a big
Yeah.
element of stupidity factored into it. But they were fun races. I mean, it was a fun group of people.
Well, it was, I mean, you go down to Chicago, there was a flavor everywhere. Like Chicago, it was full contact. Like elbows out, you're coming in a corner. If they want the corner more than you, they're taking it. And they were 100-person fields, so it's just loaded.
Yeah.
And the parks are in different, some nice, some not nice areas of Chicago, but it was, over there it was just full contact.
it was
just
they had
banging into each
so
other.
many funny setups. They had groups
Oh, yeah.
where they'd have a school bus with all their crap in it, and they would bring sofas and furniture and set it down by the course. One had a were you there for the one where they had the disco? They put a dance
didn't
floor
see that.
dance floor at one of the
believe
along the
it.
course with and then suspended a dance ball, and then they were blaring music. Had a dance party right next to the course.
And they could heckle. The Chicago,
Oh, yeah,
the
the
Chicago
Chicago
crew,
was-
they
that was-
could heckle.
So yeah, making fun of
If you were
people.
on your worst day, you felt
Yeah.
worse.
yeah.
They could heckle.
And they still like they have the cyclocross races at Big Marsh and stuff now too.
Or do they?
Yeah, and then so when I was in Whistler, I was riding with this guy. He was just a mountain biker that I was riding with from Chicago, and turns out my friend had moved there, and he was big into the Seattle cyclocross scene. He's like, "Do you know who you're riding with?" And I'm like, "No." He's like, "He's a pro out here for cyclocross," and he was like starstruck by him. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, and I put my phone away from so it wouldn't make noises here, but. It was so funny to me because I'm like, you're so starstruck you can't even talk to this guy. It's just a guy I ride mountain bikes with from Chicago. But he like moved out west specifically to be a cyclocross pro out there.
Yeah, the Northwest put out a lot of Ryan Trebone,
Ryan
Timmy
Trebone.
John. No, he was from East Coast, but yeah, Trebone was
Wasn't
out
Trebone's from Oregon?
there. Yeah, they had a big scene out there.
And Ben
Oh yeah, the big-
Burden?
Yeah.
He was from out
I'm waiting for you guys to say the name of the guy I was riding. I'll remember
Oh,
it.
this
if
is
someone
this is
says
this
it.
is old stuff.
Yeah.
Because that was when we were riding a lot of cross. That was when like Jay Powell had his video blog stuff, and this is all like before everybody had a YouTube, right? So he had his Behind the Barriers. Tim Johnson was big. He had a video he put out, so it was just kind of like in the U.S. I think that was when it was in the biggest rise. So it was good timing.
And it's huge in Europe, right?
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Like, has been for
Yeah.
forever.
So we went down to see we had Worlds here at Louisville, so we went down to see that.
Very tiny humans.
Very tiny.
Oh my gosh!
Belgian.
Remember we
Yeah.
went to a meet and greet, and I'm like, on TV these guys look like bigger than the regular cyclists because they have to be in the elements, and I'm standing next to him. He's like
Yeah, so
up to my
Sven-
chest.
Sven Nys won the championship that year, and we met him at a little tiny, just this crummy little bike shop in Louisville. And the owner said, "Well," he goes, "if you win, can I have your skin suit?" He goes, "Yeah, sure." He won it, and he went back to the little shop to give the guy his kit afterwards.
I didn't know that. That's awesome. Still hanging there probably.
Yeah, he went back, and just tiny little hole in the wall place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A couple of years ago, I think they did a world championship in Bentonville. I want to say up where they have the UCI cross country course, and Andy was saying that he went and spectated, and he got white girl wasted with a couple of his wife works at SRAM, and then she had some buddies come down from SRAM in Chicago, and they all got white girl wasted watching the cross race and couldn't do anything the next day.
Oh yeah, the beer tent was.
Oh, the
at
beer
Worlds.
tent at Worlds was.
And then you're packing it up with a bunch of Belgians, and they can drink.
Yeah.
Like they know how to party.
Tell them about Osgood. Right, by the way.
No,
Go on.
that'll get them canceled.
Yeah, that'll get 'em
That will get this show canceled.
Not
We had
enough
a-
people listen to cancel us.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, we had a buddy who went down there and he got so drunk that he passed out on the side of the course and we missed the race.
It happens.
It was a scene. If you haven't watched the 2013 Worlds at Louisville, it's a good watch. It was a great race.
I'm surprised your buddy wasn't just turned into one of the man-made obstacles.
Okay.
Had to dismount or bunny hop him. So what kept you guys coming back to all these races? Like what sets the hook for cyclocross? Why do you love
Oh,
it
it's
so much?
addictive.
Yeah, I liked it because I was okay at it.
Yeah.
That helps.
I mean, I'm still a big person, but I was a big guy even when I was that size for racing. And there was one kid.
Yeah.
So there was a kid at Louisville. Remember that kid I have the pictures of? Somehow me and this kid got staged next to each other 3 years in a row in the Cat 3s. And I have pictures next to him. And I think he ended up going over and doing the Proctor camp in Europe. Was it Proctor? The Belgian camp? Anyhow, they're like a development camp. But once he finally hit puberty and was adult human, he's still 5'6", but I could race that kind of, because it's a power course. It's all about power, put down power, where if you take me up to anywhere with a hill, once it turned uphill I was done. So gravel is all power hungry, cross is pretty power hungry, and you can make up for a lot of power losses with skill. So you could save half a second in the barrier. Well, 6 laps of that, there's a few seconds there. 100 corners in a race, shave a quarter second on a couple of them. So it was a lot of technique and a lot of dialing it in.
We used to have practices at Riverside.
Yeah.
So we would set up courses. We'd set up turns. And so it was like a race course of hitting the apex and riding the tape and finding the best lines through curves or hard turns. And then barriers, and then practicing barriers on and off, and then running with a bike.
Yeah, and imagine you practice getting off and on your bike super fast too. I guess that's something I've never really thought about.
I'm surprised that I was talking to a bunch of the rogue racing guys that I ride with, and I'm surprised dropper posts haven't made it in here yet, where you could really swing your leg over on and off real easy.
Yeah, but they make special bikes that don't have a high top tube where it's lowered so you can get your leg back over quicker, or is it?
Yeah.
Or you just get good.
Or, yeah.
Get on. Actually, I didn't like the slopers, the top tubes.
Oh, because you can't shoulder them.
You can't shoulder them, and when
Yeah.
you would go in and you'd put your hand on it, and you wanted it up there. If it was down there, it was too hard to.
Because they even made them with a purpose-built cross bike at the time. They'd shave the water bottle cages, the bosses, because you wouldn't put a
Yeah, I
bottle
never-
in there.
you-
It's an hour.
you wouldn't
It's an
care.
hour or less race.
Yeah, I didn't have any. You didn't have cages or anything on it.
Well, the other thing is you and I were in different divisions. My wife raced; she was in a different division. So you're there for the day. You put up a tent. It's a whole circus, but it's everybody has their race time. You get out and pre-ride together. So it was more of a.
Yeah, it was all day.
It was more of a day activity than
Yeah.
it was okay, let's all meet at the beginning of Barry, and then if you don't die, we'll see you at the end here at the whatever shop.
Yeah.
So you get to see each other the whole day. You get to see your friends.
Yeah, you go out and yell at them. But yeah, we'd set up tents. I actually got too much shit.
Yeah. I bought a van.
You had a van. I had a huge van, and we just take too much crap.
Yeah.
All the sets of wheels, and we'd set up tents. We had one. It was cold, and it was a state championship at that golf course in Detroit.
Yeah.
Then we had walls on it. We had carpet.
had walls,
We had
we had
carpeting in the
heater.
in the tents, and heaters in it, and our chairs. And
Because you were trying to get your heart rate to about 170.
we had our trainers.
3
inside.
minutes before the race starts, go to the line, throw off your jacket when they say 30 seconds to go, and then you're just hot out the gate. And then you're pinned at red line until your race is over.
Yeah, it was you had to go right off of the. There was no.
It's all anaerobic.
Are these timed races or are they distance races?
Timed.
Timed, so
Whatever class you were in, 30, 45 an hour, and
So-
then you'd get a lap or two.
Yeah, so
After you had the
most
time.
laps in an hour is
Yeah.
wins. Okay.
And then you'd get,
Yeah, they would calculate it. So if you did
Yeah,
your
they-
first 2 laps, they took 5 minutes each, 10 minutes, right, for an easy number, then you would do that divided by 60 or divided
Okay.
by 45.
Yeah.
So they would, once you get about your third, fourth lap, they'd put lap cards up and say 4 to go, 5 to go, whatever.
So you don't know how many laps you're doing until like.
No,
15
you just know the
minutes or so.
time you're doing.
Okay.
We timed this interview really well because the finals for Kids Cross was last weekend.
Oh.
I saw Nick Garrison was there, so we can't get intrigued about how awesome this is and then go kill ourselves and look
it's
stupid.
not even the end of October,
yeah, the
and they had
season,
the final.
yeah.
What a bunch of vets, Larry. Jesus.
State championship is usually December.
December or January.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
could have that wrong, but I know that
I think you're right.
they won the team thing, so I assume the season was over.
You can still probably
Oh,
get to
and
the
that
east
was the
side.
other thing with too much junk. How many I had 2 race bikes. I had a match set of race bikes, and then I had a practice bike.
Mhm.
I don't know if I had one just for the trainer or not.
You might
I
have
had
a
3
Scandian
or
one
4.
on there.
Yeah,
after you
take
went
4
karting.
bikes. So you needed 2 bikes for the pit. One for the pit and one for the...
Yeah, because you can
Your race
switch
bike.
bikes in the middle of a race, too.
And so if you warmed up on the course and it was muddy, you needed another one, unless you had a really good pit crew.
So like if you get a mechanical, you could just grab a new bike and go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had to design the course where you could hit the pit.
That's where the flyover comes in.
halfway in the fly, so you could hit the pit from either side, so half a lap, and you could get into the pit.
Because when you design a course, you're always going to have to be going in and out of the pit with the pit on your right side. So most of the courses will have the same direction. And if you're designing a course, that's very hard to deal with when you're trying to make the pit have entry on both sides. So half the lap and then half the lap. So the flyover lets you change directions without crossing the course
Okay.
over itself.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like NASCAR. You get really good at left turns.
Yeah, well, mostly, I mean, because you kind of have there were races with backwards pits, and even in Europe they have some with backwards pits. But because you always get off on the clean side of the bike, you're going to exchange on your right hand side. So your mechanical stay on that side. You jump off, grab it, and go.
And the good races had a wash station. If you had a pit person, they could, if you got a muddy race, so it'd get heavy, go in, take the clean bike, and they would go wash that bike off. And so when the second bike got dirty, you could come in and get the clean bike again.
I pitted for Burke at Worlds in Louisville for Masters Worlds,
Oh, yeah?
and it was like frozen, like terrible. So he asked me, he's like, "Are you going down for that?" He's like, "You want to pit for me?" I said, "Sure, I'll pit, yeah." But we figured like he had one bike exchange because it was so cold you couldn't wash the bike. So it was like mud underneath, but the air temperature was so cold that everything just iced up. And he might have had a very early disc brake bike, but it would have been mechanical. But everybody's brakes were just failing. So it was
Yeah.
like you had one bike change. Like, choose when you're going to do it because we can't spray the bike off.
Do pits ever get like crazy? Like everyone's trying to get in there once, and everyone gets like
At the
bunched
big
up
races,
together. And
Yeah.
Yeah,
any,
the big
any
races,
crazy
they would.
pit stories you have?
We didn't have our races weren't busy enough to
No.
be like fighting.
No, the pros do a little fight and getting each other's way and jumping on and off. And
Yeah, we didn't have any issues in the pit.
no,
Is it like NASCAR? Your pit guy can help push the car to get it going. They can help push you to get you going again too.
No, but they'll drop. I mean, if you're going to be full speed coming in and grabbing your bike,
So
like,
you
you should
jump
never break
off.
stride. Like
so you
you're
jump off and let the bike go flying.
Just
and
ghost
they have
ride to your
catch
mechanic.
it.
They catch
basically.
What you
it.
need is
Yeah.
almost 2 people, one to catch that bike and the other one to have your bike and just kind of.
He like throws it, gets it going.
and
You
they'll
just run
have
and
it.
grab. And
They'll have it pre-geared. You know, you choose before the race what gear you want it in,
Oh, that
and
would
they're gonna
suck.
they're
Be
gonna
in the
hold
wrong
it.
gear.
They're gonna hold it so you can get on your bars and off you
When the
go.
really good guys would go by and go,
Yeah,
if they wanted more pounds in the tire or,
Yeah,
or
PSI.
lower PSIs.
oh, just on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
What
tell
kind
them
of-
the next time they come in.
What kind of pressure are you running in tires?
what's your size? What's your
based on-
size?
Which is,
That was always the question. And
Well, it
Mark
depended
always
on
said
the
he was going
course.
to put it on his shirt.
There we go.
it depends.
My base
on the
was
course.
my base was 32 that I started at, but I was
Whoa,
heavy.
you-
I was racing
you-
at 193.
yeah, holy shit, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I was under 20 sometimes.
Yeah.
20 to 15 pounds.
Tim Johnson said you put your thumb on the tire
And if you could
and
feel.
put all your weight on your hand, and
Yeah.
if you can touch your rim, that's where you should start
This is tubular,
for tubular.
for two.
not clencher.
Yeah.
Not rim dents.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I remember when they started tubeless, and that
Yeah.
was so funny. The guys let them out. You could hear the tubeless tires going farting around the turns, when they'd roll in.
Yeah, they've come a long way, but early days, bad.
Yeah, the early days they were.
We run inserts for downhill because otherwise you're popping tires, or not popping, but like when you're really railing a berm, like you need the stability in the sidewall, and you can still run a lower pressure,
Like an insert.
like a foam insert that goes
Really?
inside of it. Yeah.
Oh, like the motocross guys do, like
Like the moose.
That makes
moose.
sense.
Yeah, like moose.
Except we still have sealant and air in there, whereas the moto guys, it's just a pool noodle.
Yeah,
A dense
They put a
pool
little
noodle.
oil in there.
But yeah, and it saves wheels.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Yeah, when
You get carbon wheels like smacking things.
Unless your name is Jesse. There's your shout out.
Yeah, when you're talking about having low pressure so you can feel your rim, in my head I'm just like cringing the whole time. I'm like, oh, that's the worst feeling I want is
Yeah.
Yeah, you get
hitting
used
a
to it.
rim and busting it.
It happens.
But on grass and loose dirt going around those tight turns, man,
Yeah, I'd imagine
they
that.
held. And then over sand or
yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. Like I ride dirt bikes too, and I run like 8 psi in my tires. It's like
Yeah.
super squirmy, and it's having that extra footprint of a low tire pressure that I can see where that would be good for a bike too.
There's got to be differences in casings too. Like a really premium tire,
Yeah.
you can feel it. And most of the tubulars, they're not making them cheap, right? So you can definitely feel that casing is something different. They're good for gravel too. If you get a flat, you're in trouble. I carried a rolled up tubular under my seat post. I had one taped in there, so I could just peel one off, put one on. And you have to tiptoe
Really?
home, but
You have to
can do
glue it right when you're right there. Do you like have spray glue?
No,
with
the
you?
pressure will hold it
The
enough to
pressure
like
will hold it
limp.
if you
You
blow
could
it
limp home.
You're
You
just
wouldn't be
sitting
finishing the
sitting on the
ride.
side of the road, blowing the glue dry. Just,
They make tape now. The tape has come a long way. The Tufo tape was garbage, but that
Yeah.
Feto, whatever, that stuff was pretty good. I used that for a season. Nothing like Victoria Mastic, just
No, not just woofing that shit.
come out of the
How-
basement.
Man.
How
yeah.
much of a pain in the butt is putting a glued on tire on? I've never done it before. Is this a big, messy, sloppy deal, or is it not too bad?
Get
too
used to
hard.
it.
Yeah. Couple
You
hours
do,
I gotta.
yeah.
If you say you get used
I
to
gotta
it, that
upset.
means it sucks at the beginning.
Yeah.
Well, if you do it poorly, it's like we had one guy came out to a practice and had him done at an unnamed place, and first turn he went on, rolled them both off.
yeah.
So yeah, if it's done poorly, you're in big trouble.
Yeah.
But there's a whole. I mean, if you want to go on a rabbit hole, Scott Diedenbach had an old podcast, the Bike Shop Show podcast, and he went into a deep dive on tubulars. He also did a deep dive on bar tape. He's that kind of nerd. But there's
Cares about
different
that.
things. Like some people strip the glue. I think you were like me, like leave the glue for a base.
Yeah.
My
and then
glue
just
always
put
had
old
dog
glue on.
hair in it, which was good.
Yeah.
The dog hair kind of held it together. But
Remember the last race I saw you do? You were so lazy. You had an old set of. You didn't re-glue them. You just
no,
poured glue on.
I
the,
definitely did.
You just poured glue on the side. It was a
Like
like
you got in the
goddamn
crack.
looking.
You got a hot glue gun going around.
That's what it looks like.
About.
Well, hey, I bet the glue probably glued to itself really well.
yeah.
In your defense.
It kind of melts into
It
itself.
melts into itself. Anyway, yeah.
That was long after I quit racing. I pulled out my kid wanted to race on his little Strider bike.
Yeah,
and I was like,
it
I'll
was
go
like-
with you, son. I'm going in disguise.
What? All the equipment though is just like so much shit. Extra, taking 4 bikes and 4 sets of wheels and then you had to tear every race. I mean, maybe you do with everything. I didn't win in road racing. I did.
No.
Where you had to come home and you had to tear everything. You just chop the chain off and throw it away.
I've never gone
weekend.
through 2 chains in a week in a road season.
No, yeah.
Well, we were talking earlier this week. I used to come back to the car and dunk my bike in the creek right there by Townsend because that road salt or the road surface up there has
Yeah.
that chloride in it.
Would you-
So that was the only thing I had that was
would you
water.
get
So I just dunk it in there.
Free bottom brackets
Yeah.
from somebody?
Well, that was when bikes were built well with a threaded bottom bracket.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
a
so
6-second change. You could carry 6 extra bottom brackets in your parts bin and just they're done. Now it's all press in and
It's back to threaded.
is it?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, one of my bikes is new enough to have threaded again, but the other ones
Really?
are press, and it sucks.
What's old is new.
Yeah, yeah. The dub threaded ones are so much nicer than the stupid press fit ones. I don't even dick with them anymore.
Well, it's 15 seconds. You're in and out. You're done. 2 bolts on the crank.
And I was done when they came in with
Disc brakes.
disc brakes.
Yeah.
I was
We were on,
about through. I do
we were
have
on
some-
cantilevers for a while.
Yeah, always cantilevers.
That seems like an interesting combination if you're going through mud and water and all kinds of crap.
Yeah.
Having cantilevers work, I mean.
They did.
I preferred they worked. You didn't really need
Okay.
You didn't really need brakes.
No, if you're braking, you're losing.
If
Yeah,
it's
if you're braking, it'll like
if it's muddy enough, and you're slowing down.
Yeah, you're not going that fast.
it was Page, Jonathan. Remember?
Yeah, Jay
Jonathan
Page.
and he came in second at Worlds once.
Yep.
So we had a race over on the east side, and he was there for it. And so everybody had a little question and answer, and he goes like, "Oh, what do you see everybody doing? All us amateurs. What's the biggest mistake you guys are doing?" He goes, "Because you're using your brakes." He goes, "All that does is just it just scrubs off all of those watts you just poured into that bike, and then you're just like, Jim." He goes, just go, just let it go through, slow down, glide the thing through. Don't be hammering the brakes."
What's a Festian used to ride behind me on like Cannonsburg and stuff. Never was a good mountain biker, and he would just laugh the whole time because he's like, "Why are you braking?" He's like, "I need you to have a tail light because you keep hitting your brakes." And I was like, "That's as fast as I go without being dead." But he was just a better mountain biker.
Yeah.
On the cross course, I'd be gone, but he could just
Well, I
smoke
can
me on
see
the
on
mountain
a
bike.
mountain bike, yeah, absolutely, disc brakes,
But
awesome. But on those little bikes,
I rode my gravel bike on a mountain bike trail for the first time today, and
So
it was
fun.
terrible. No,
it's awesome.
no.
you what?
We're pretty solid mountain bikers, I'd say. We're slightly above average.
You ride drop bars and all that too on it?
Yeah, I rode to Greenville and I rode Edwards Creek, and I was just getting the shit knocked out of me. I haven't ridden a hardtail, let alone a rigid bike, on a trail in I don't know how long. And I couldn't grab. I have hydraulic brakes on it at least, and I'm trying to go around with the leaves, and the back wheels breaking loose, and there's sand spots I didn't see, and I'm like, I'm in a pinch flat up here, and I'm not gonna be able to pick up the dog from the groomer and make it to the podcast on time.
That was my routine though. When we were racing, we'd ride Tuesdays. Early in the season, July, August, we'd start usually in like August, I think, coming into cross. But it'd be the ride on Tuesday, Grattan on Wednesday, the ride on Thursday. Friday, I had half days. I would bring my cross bike up to Merrill or the game area and do like an hour and a half there. And that was more, in my brain, it was like focus training. Like if you hit that rut, you're done. And you're walking home. So it was like, how do you get your brain to work for 40 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever, when you're on the red line? And then, Saturday, Sundays, we'd go out and race.
Did you guys run those races? Did you?
He's put on some
I
good
promoted
races.
a couple.
Yeah, state.
We did states twice. And then I helped with Tailwind we did at the zoo. We did the Midwest Regional with Tailwind Racing at the John Ball Zoo. That was a mud fest. That was a good race. We did the state championship twice at the formerly Art Van Sports Complex up here on 10 Mile.
Yeah, that was a nice. Race.
That was a great venue. That was a really fun race.
Was it right around like where the BMX track is now?
Yeah, so we started. Start finish was in the area that was between the ball fields and the ravine. Kind of, there's that drainage ditch. That's where we had our start finish. I think one year we might have did on the pavement, and then we cut a trail that went back towards Winalda. So we never went to the what would it be to the east side of the BMX track, but it was all right there in the ball fields area. So one year we had to fly over. That was a fun race.
Was nice.
I never actually raced on my own course, but
Well, I was retired, man.
I got to ride it. I pre-rode it, but that's where the prep comes in. Is like it was. I mean, I don't know how many hours of Google Maps and like drawing, and then going up there and walking the area, and like, okay, well, this area's got a little more off camera, so let's take it up there and let's make a hairpin turn to the right where half the people are going to have to dismount if it's muddy. So you can choose when people have to be on and off the bike if you design it well. Who was the old guy? Tailwind. Robert
Linden.
Yeah,
Linden.
he could design a corner and like choose your exit speed. Like when it would like kind of a decreasing radius corner, and like you just could feel that he designed it. So a good course designer makes a big difference.
You guys are trying to make it kind of as hard as possible ish.
No, because you don't want to be a jerk.
No, I've got some races.
You're not Todd Poquette with the Margie. Like, I
run into some where the guys have tried to make it just so hard that it's just stupid, and it's like, that's not any.
It has to have flow.
Yeah,
it has to flow,
and you just can't wear everybody out that make it so hard where you just totally gas them with some outrageous hill and.
We pulled the back section, which was kind of a hard climb. That was a forced dismount, and then you had to ride it was just rough area. Like, we just pulled that out for the kids in the Cat 5. So like their lap times could be shorter. They could have more laps. They could have more visibility to the viewers. Because if you leave them out there for 12 or 14 minute lap, where the Open's going to do that in 6, but they're going to be doing it in 12 or 14. So you got to cut it so they can still get their 4 or 5 laps in the races. If race goes well. Versus just
I think
a death
some
march.
Local guys that were new wanted to make them really hard. I'm going to make this really challenging. Well, you got people that were just starting and just killed them. It was like you just made it impossible for somebody that just deciding to get into this. Make it a little easier, make it a little fun.
Because it's hard getting off a bike at 20 miles an hour. So you don't have to put a crazy corner in there. Like if it's a high-speed barrier section, like that's a challenge. Don't put it on a downhill ever. But make it a challenge.
Oh, that was that. We were talking about that one where they put lights on the course over there in Monroe. So they had a night race, and the guy, tailwind. So they hired big, highway construction lights all over the course. So we had it at night. And he did have a barrier at the bottom of the hill. And
with a light shine right in your face.
I remember and Mike Seaman did that. He hit that thing. Jeez.
Did either of you guys do the zombie cross race that Cannonsburg had? Where they had...
I don't know.
It was super fun. It was one of the most fun things I've ever done. And when we had Danielle on, we actually talked about it. But everyone was in costume, and they ran it right on the deck there and up and down the stairs. And there was a wicked turn going into those stairs.
When you're describing what you said with what's the hook, right? You didn't even race, and if you did race, you still had fun. It's a great spectator sport, so much better than a gravel race.
There's a lot to like about it.
In the close course, you get spectators all the way around it. Anything else is, a trail race or road race. You're out, and you come back, and you only see them.
I've been to a few World Cup races, and we go for downhill. We have friends that race it and stuff. But the short track's actually the most fun thing to watch at the World Cup races. I don't even watch it on TV, but in person, there's nothing better than
you keep seeing them.
Yeah, and we did snowshoe 2 years, and you could go from point to point very quickly and follow the rider. You could just there's one guy in super short jorts, and everyone was running around jorts. You're running around following this guy, and it was so much fun. And then the people are on the balconies throwing stuff down. It was a party for short track.
I think it's great for young kids too, because I have young kids, and if they get into riding, it's not going to be my favorite idea to send them off on even a slush cut, right? Or something short where you can see the whole cross race. And if something goes on or they get crashed or whatever, you can get to them. So I think it's really good and it's great for developing that hard effort, don't quit mentality in the young riders too.
And you're teaching bike skill.
Bike
That's
handling.
what I'm really starting to respect about cyclocross is just the amount of time that can stack up either against you or for you throughout a course. It seems to be akin to a downhill race or a cross-country race, where if you screw up a corner or there's 100 corners, that adds up quickly.
And if the first time somebody goes shoulder to shoulder with you is at 40 in a sprint, that can go bad. We used to do it at the park. We'd just bump shoulders. We just ride next to each other and just bump, and just get used to what does it feel like when someone hits my back tire? What does it feel like when they hit my bars? Because it's going to happen. I'd rather it happen on grass at 12 miles an hour.
Nice cushy grass.
I have to have my Al Bundy moment right here. 1 for 1 on cyclocross races. I won my only one at the Inside Out in Greenville.
Oh, Inside Out.
And I beat David Brower, who just did his first UCI cyclocross race last weekend. So I beat a UCI pro
There you go.
cyclocrosser when he was 8. And I was in
Inside
my
out was-
20s.
That was interesting.
He's one for his. It's like my mountain bike race.
One for one.
I'm 1 for 1.
Never again.
Never again.
Yep, I'll never do it again. Like, I can never do cyclocross. Even as fun as you
top
guys
that.
make it sound, I can't do it.
Yeah, 1 for 1. I sold it.
Undefeated in cyclocross.
I did. Mine was Iceman.
You won,
Yeah, I won my category in Iceman. It's the only mountain bike I ever did. I sold the fucking bike right after that. I was so mad. I hurt my back so bad at a cross race the next weekend. I go like, God, I hope this doesn't screw up my cross race.
That's what you think as you're crossing the finish line.
Yeah,
Oh man.
I'm done.
it was hard winning. There's a lot on my back.
Yeah.
But
All that
Bill Cross
hardware.
got you in good shape. That and time trial. Did you time trial much?
Yeah, Ada. That's where we met. At the Ada time
that's-
trial.
That was a good, good for cross time trialing because you got to learn to surf the red.
I love time trial races over. One of the reasons I've been doing so much gravel riding lately is because I'm not good at like getting back in line. Like I'm good for pulling and stuff, but as soon as I have to like re-enter the draft line, I just mess it up. I
Oh, that's
just
the other thing. I've
fall off the back. So time
Yeah.
trials are great because it's
Yeah.
just like straight power.
Go till you go cross-eyed.
Cyclocross too is you didn't because I did road racing and crit and all that nonsense, and so you had to draft, but cross you didn't want to really draft. Didn't make any difference.
Get mud in your face trying to draft.
No, but you
someone.
wanted to be out front and
Oh, yeah, it was
make
race-
them work to get around you.
The race was to the first corner and then to the last corner of,
Yeah.
of the race.
Yeah.
That was basically it.
So it wasn't like you didn't want to see you sitting on somebody's wheels. Didn't really make it.
Where do most of the passes happen in cyclocross? Is it over barriers, or is there like a good spot to pass? Like what's you said? It's
Yeah,
a race to the
barrier-
first corner, race to the last corner. Is it?
Barriers can make a big difference. Used to pick off a lot of people at barriers.
Yeah, stair. Like it's any of the skills sections, right?
Skills
I mean, it's
are the
probably like
sand,
downhill,
yeah.
or you're going to make up your time where someone else is grabbing a handful of brake. Coming into flyovers because the Orange Crush, I think it stairs like
Oh God, yeah.
2.5 feet tall. It felt like, and they felt big for me. And like we were racing with Cupcake is half my size. I don't know how she got up it,
Yeah.
but they were just really big steps. So it was like people would kind of like stutter step coming into them because
Yeah.
it's a commitment when your front tire is going right towards it and you're trying to kick the bike up, and so that's time there. But in the World Cup level, it's the first corner is
Yeah.
going to set the tone, and then they usually get in, they settle in for a couple laps, and then there's a couple attacks, and then it's going to be
Wait for
whoever
somebody
gets
to make
away.
a bobble and then
Yep.
get them.
And then maybe 1v1 at the end.
This might be a dumb question. Are there better pedals versus others for getting in and out of quickly? Or can you kind of just
Never Crank Brothers.
never crank pedal?
That's all
I hate them.
The egg.
Oh,
the
that's
egg
all
beater
I
ones?
had. Egg beaters. That's all.
I
I
thought
You're
that'd
so
be the-
you're so American.
I thought that'd be the go-to because there's
Yeah,
no
I
like
was
wrong
saying
way to
there's
get
no
in.
I'm with
shot.
you.
I would
It
have
is
said
Crank
time.
brothers all the way.
It is in the States. Here, everybody runs egg beaters. In Europe, everybody runs Shimano.
Well, that's because they've got a guy cleaning the shit out of them every lap.
Yeah.
Because you got to have somebody there with a air hose or something to get the crap out of those things.
I like them because they have more positive click.
I think they liked them because they got paid more
Yeah,
to
that's
use
true.
them.
I would have thought time. That would have. I was thought that's what you were
JB
gonna say
JB
was
Hancock
time.
with the times.
Oh yeah.
JB's all time.
They work forever. Like still have mine from high school.
They're like boat anchors. They never die.
Yep.
Never say die.
They might be heavy and they might be ugly. They look straight out of the 80s.
No, I do think egg beaters are the most common here, for
Yeah.
sure.
That's all
they're
I
the
used.
easiest. But I took my XTs because you don't buy XTR because they had more platform. So I'd buy the XTs and I would shave them with a Dremel, so it was basically an egg beater profile. So you could still get the mud off of there, but it had a better engagement. That was in CX magazine, like circa 2010.
So you just sit in your garage and practicing fast clip-ins or stuff like that?
No,
Just
just when you're jumping on and off, it gets pretty easy.
Every time you get on the bike, just practice.
I watched one of your videos the other day, and you go like, you go, oh, I missed my pedal off the start, so I could give you a better view of the race from here because you were like
From the
5
C
people.
category?
Yeah,
Was that Matt Anthony?
No.
That was one of
I
the
don't
best
know what it
races in Michigan.
Yeah, Mad Anthony. Have you ever heard of that one?
No.
Fort Wayne down in Detroit. Oh,
Civil War for it.
no, it was Revolutionary War.
Was it?
Mad Anthony.
Was it the Ohio-Michigan War?
May have been.
That might have been.
They have turrets pointing towards
Tecumseh?
Canada.
Oh, and it was. Yeah, they had loopholes and they had a moat around it, and it was cool.
Yeah, you would go up and you'd go down the wall that was essentially like a moat. You'd drop in and then beyond, because it's a moat, but it's not. It's got a gangway or a walkway there, but it's gravel.
Yeah.
But you would drop in and then ride along the edge of this 200-some-year-old fort.
Yeah,
That venue was unbelievable.
and then down by the river, and it was cool.
Yeah, they shut it down.
Yeah, burial site.
Cancel.
Ghosts, ghosts and shit. It was pre-Revolutionary War. It might have been an English fort first
Throw that tea.
before it was America.
And now it's a cyclocross race venue.
Short-lived.
Well,
It was a great venue.
Yeah,
No, but it really was. I think it was burial sites. That's
Yeah.
why they shut it down.
yeah. There's some berms out there, but
Because there's old burial grounds or
The
something.
berms or the bodies.
Probably
Yeah.
shouldn't be racing in mud on top of
yeah,
people.
they didn't mind.
It's like the Snake Mountain stuff in Ohio. I know exactly what they're talking about. That's by the Star. It is the Star Fort from Detroit. Like when
Yeah.
you get into like
Yep.
funny ancient history stuff, like it's way older than Revolutionary War.
Yeah,
But you get off the highway there, and you'd be like, it was
Oh.
like bombed out. Like that
Oh,
was.
yeah, it was
There was nobody.
There were some real
There was
expensive.
nobody living there.
No, there were some expensive houses, and there were a bunch of crack houses.
Yeah.
and it was just like, oh,
That sounds like Detroit.
Yeah.
it was Detroit. Yeah, it was Detroit.
It's just south, right? It's like
Yeah,
kind
south,
of
south downriver.
Yep. Yeah, I know exactly where it is. Looking at old maps and stuff.
Yep.
There's a good Instagram account that goes over all like
Yeah,
the
it's star shaped.
hidden history
Yeah.
of
Super cool place.
Yeah, I enjoy that kind of ancient stuff. But I was trying to read the blog. I know why blogs are not a thing anymore. It's very hard to keep your attention. But what it reminded me of is I probably you had at least in the couple of years I looked at, you had at least 5 people that we've had on the podcast, like in there.
Yeah.
But none of them had their like actual names there. It was like Julie Whalen was on there, but it was
Oh, yeah.
like not Julie Whalen.
What did we
she?
used to call? We had a name for her.
You guys have nicknames for everyone, so
Yeah.
it made me think: is this like Fight Club? Like is cyclocross like Fight Club? We don't talk about Fight Club. Are we gonna get in trouble
It was
for talking about?
well the people that
cyclocross?
showed up a lot, like Jury
What,
and
you can't recall. What did we call her?
What
I
was
can't-
it?
It's something with a B because I was like, that's Julie Whalen. What the hell? And I saw Danielle Musto in there.
Oh,
I saw.
yeah.
I thought I saw Maureen Tenkate in there.
Sure,
It was-
everybody came out there.
That's gonna bug me all night.
Yeah. What did we have?
Was it something
Funny
with?
name
Because she
for
used to
her.
wear like a skirt, didn't she, over her shorts?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
something
she
with
wore
that.
the
Yeah.
Boonen, Julie Boonen. Julie Boonen.
Julie Boonen.
Yep, that's
Tom,
what.
Tom
Oh yeah,
Boonen.
Tom Boonen.
Tom Boonen.
That's when he was. That's when he was.
Because she was
he
strong.
was doing the pedophile
She
thing.
was super strong. Julie
That's
was
when he
not a
got busted
pedophile.
for that. So then that's what we called her.
The names are
everybody
changed
just
to
boning.
protect the accused or whatever.
They didn't care.
And I'm just like going through these pictures. I'm scrolling. I'm like, one, this looks like fun, and two, why are all these people that I know their names not their names?
Yeah.
In case they run for Congress. We weren't associated with them. No, it was just a small group. Like the people that showed up the most,
Oh,
right? It
yeah.
ended up being kind of the same people. And people would
Yeah.
come and go, and
We had some pretty big rides, though. I mean,
but everybody had a name. Sausage Blanco.
yeah, such a Blanco. That
I was asked to ask about nicknames, so this is a perfect
Oh.
transition into what are some of your favorite nicknames from?
oh god,
Oh, Sausage Blanco was number one.
big heavy guy that used to wear a white translucent skin suit. Oh, that
It was bad. Most of it was just like we'd be just sitting laughing about something, and then you'd write up about it, or joking about something, or the legend of Rob Wydra.
Yeah,
There was a guy that he would do every race of the day. Somehow he got his category to be where he could race every race of the day. and he would just always be out there getting DFL.
Yeah, he was. He was,
But he never got a DNF.
He was always last. He was terrible, but he raced every freaking race.
But he showed up, like, he had a good time. That's what cross is,
Yeah.
you know. Yeah, you gotta have fun.
So, what were your guys' nicknames?
I always went by Big Mac.
Oh, surly bastard.
Yeah, because you are.
Yeah.
I had the Surly. You
Huh?
rode a Surly for a little
Oh,
bit too, didn't you?
Surly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cupcake was out there.
Cupcake.
Julie Boonin.
Julie Boonin, yeah.
Heideco was just Heideco.
Yeah. He's still riding. I saw him
Slayer.
out there.
He had Slayer.
Slayer, yeah.
Was what's his face?
Jeff.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, he was crazy.
And he
Crazy
wears,
fast.
he wears the mask, right?
Just a bow.
I read a bunch of them. And then, have you guys run across the Michigan Scene blog?
I
No.
can't find that.
Well, is it? It's probably on a CIA thing or something.
Yeah, no shit. That was
That
guy
was dark.
That was dark.
That
And
was
the
dark.
same period, and we used to go back and forth. You'll see some of the comments from the Michigan Scene, and there's like this Soviet Nazi-looking girl, blonde, and she's the Michigan Scene, and she makes the comments.
It was an anonymous blogger.
Yeah,
And
never
so,
knew what
like,
it was.
I would get on at work sometimes, and I'd open it up, and it'd be like some softcore something on a
Yeah.
bicycle, and I was like, "Oh no, this is what they put on today."
And then he had and the other character had there was Mr. T,
Mr. T.
because Mr. T referred to the guys that would go, the masters racers that would go to their doctor and go like, I'm not feeling it. I think I need my testosterone's low. Can you give me a prescription and then write this that it's a real need so I can, so I can make it by doping control.
Questionable wattage.
That was the other one.
Questionable wattage. Someone would show up and be real fast all of a sudden, and TMS would say, "So-and-so with questionable wattage."
Their wife's smiling a little
Yeah.
more on the sideline.
Mr. T.
But they got away with all kinds of stuff because it was anonymous. They'd say
Oh, yeah.
call people straight out. Bunny
Bunny?
was racing. That was York. The bunny
I
suit.
thought He was bunny. Yeah, he was racing that bunny suit.
He may have been. He's sketchy like that.
He was crazy. He hated me, man. Yeah. I made some untoward comments about Pantani, about how he'd kill himself sticking his head into a suitcase full of cocaine.
Questionable
He
wattage.
was a great guy. I go, just because you're both short, doesn't mean he's a great guy.
Now you see why he gets the name Surly.
Did Jill Martindale have a nickname? She used to do that stuff, right?
Yeah, she did a little bit. No, I don't think.
I'm trying to think of pictures I saw in there now. Now that I'm thinking about
let's
it.
see who else. Mike Clark.
Oh
You
yeah.
should talk to Mike Clark. He's at Upcycle or whatever, and he had worked at a number of different bike shops. And
He's been in the scene.
I think we interviewed him at the WMBA meeting, Kellen.
Mike Clark?
yeah,
I think so.
We may have.
I'd have to look at my
he's been
notes.
around. So
Yeah, we may have.
Our year in review show's coming up. I have to go back through the notes
There you go.
so we can go back over all the old episodes and talk about our favorite parts about them. But at the WMBA meeting, we just got thrown up in the front of the room.
Oh no.
Nobody could hear us. It was supposed to be like this live thing. It was just chaos, but it ended up being kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
We learned a bunch. Nobody else could hear us, but we learned. We recorded them, put them out. Kind of worked.
It was a tease. They saw it, but they couldn't hear it. Check the sode. It's
I
on.
saw a lot of pictures of us doing podcasts, but definitely nobody heard it. Mark, you wrote all the blog, right?
yeah,
I'm not even sure that all of our listeners know what a blog is, honestly.
yeah.
It's
What is it? It was just nonsense. Just slap some few videos and
It's
photos from the night, and
it's like the transition between online newspapers and magazines
Yeah.
and MySpace. It was like
Yeah.
the start of
Yeah.
social media, where you can go. I'll ask at the end what the post is, and I'll put it in the episode description for people that want to go back and reminisce and look at all these pictures of all the cool stuff you guys were doing. But basically it's articles and it goes by month and it's organized really nice and there's a lot there. It's actually really well done. I enjoyed going back over it and looking at it, even though I'm terrible at reading.
Yeah, after talking to you, I went back and goes, that shit still there? And I went back and it was kind of funny to see some of the old photos. And Queen Anne, there was another one.
And
Schwartz.
And I bet some of your crews still goes back time to time and reads through.
Oh, those lazy bastards, no.
Walburn will hit me with some every now and then.
Illiterates, yeah.
Walburn will send me some.
Well, now they can just copy it right into ChatGPT and have it
I
summarized.
think a lot of it was just the group we were riding with, so it was kind of an inside thing. That's why all the goofy names and
It's like an oversized group chat
yeah,
that you don't get a notification for.
yeah. So a lot of it was
You had to like go and
cross
check.
people and the people on the rides.
Like what got written up this weekend? I'm gonna go look on Monday
Yeah.
morning at work when I'm.
Well, some of the East Side guys would, after we'd see them at races, you'd put them up there and they'd get to check it out, what's going on this
Yeah.
side, and like a little newsletter
It is.
Yeah.
for weird people.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it a good time to tell everybody you wrote the anonymous blog as well?
No, I mean that was funny.
That was Adam.
I don't write that well.
I don't know who did that. I always thought it was Bunny.
I feel like he came on the scene too late, though. Maybe
He wasn't that smart either.
Anyone listening, if you know who wrote the anonymous post,
the
it's
Michigan
scene.
the Michigan scene.
And I can't find them, and they were pretty good. They were,
We need to have
They're
a
probably with the
podcast
Epstein
beef.
files.
what's that?
They're probably with the Epstein
Epstein
files.
files. It was about. Yeah,
Got scrubbed.
yeah.
I feel like we need to have this person on to
Yeah. Do we have one of those?
their side of the story.
Be a voice changer. and-
That'd be fun. What do you know your address off the top of your head?
Oh, for that blog?
Yeah.
Nope,
Oh,
your house address.
Yeah, my house. It's
studio address?
crazy because I just saw. I had to hunt around for it because
Yeah.
I'd forgotten.
I sent it to these guys. They didn't read it.
Crazy Bastards blog.
It used to be crazybastardsblog.blogspot.com.
Yeah. Okay.
That sounds
I
right.
sent it to you.
That sounds right.
Let's see.
It didn't work the first time I
No.
tried to use it. And
A lot
then
of
eventually I
he
figured
had a
it
lot
out.
of videos he put in there were nice that Adam.
No.
If you're searching on your phone,
I
if you
think
go
I
to the
actually-
desktop version, it works better.
Okay.
For searching. For anyone that was going to look at all this stuff, click the desktop button on the bottom.
And we'll have a
I
link
used
in
to
the
get money out of
description,
that.
maybe.
I used to. Make
You had
money.
ads. Yeah, you
I
had ads on
I
that.
had made money on that.
Coca-Cola. That's where I started drinking Diet Coke.
Yeah, was it?
Like,
oh
man,
shit.
that does look good.
Do you still pay for that website and not?
If it's still up, you have to be
Someone is.
paying for it.
All right.
You got $1 million of ad revenue somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere. I haven't got that check lately.
Give royalties. Well, we're right about at the hour mark. You guys got any more questions for these guys?
I learned a lot tonight.
I definitely learned a lot. I learned how much fun cyclocross actually is that I had no idea about.
Next year, Kellen,
Next year.
in our new P3 kits.
That's right.
Oh yeah, these are perfect. I mean, those black things. Then you
Yeah.
could just get hosed off right after
Yeah.
the thing. It's like,
According to Gary from last week's podcast, you can save 0.3 on a steep hill, which is the difference between first and eighth in a BMX race. I think it would.
I believe that.
I think
would
the
help.
main reason for skin suits was getting on and off the bike.
Mhm.
So you didn't want to have shirts and bibs getting hung up on it because you were throwing it over your shoulder. And
Tear the crotch out of your shorts if you don't have
Yeah.
spandex on.
That'd make for interesting viewing.
well, thanks, guys. That was
Yeah, thanks.
made
Yeah.
me think about all this old stuff before.
That's definitely a
over.
goal.
Or it's too late. Or it's too late.
That's definitely a goal. Is we want to get these memories of all these like local staples over the years. This was down a thing that we started out this podcast like talking about just stuff that we did, and then the last like year and a half, we've really gone into all the different disciplines of cycling and learned so much. Eventually, we're going to have 13 bikes apiece so we can do all these cool things.
That's good.
Next week, we got the BMX coach from Rockford BMX. So Next thing you know, we'll have a cyclocross bike. We'll have a BMX bike.
There's a merch idea. Little N+1 merch.
Yeah.
Have you seen Gordy's grandson winning all over the country?
Fast.
On
Jack.
Jack. On,
Yeah, he's crushing it.
Gordy.
Freewheeler Gordy.
I've been trying to get a hold of Gordy to get on the podcast, and I cannot figure out how to get a hold of him. And nobody's gotten back to me at Freewheeler. It's bugging me.
That's about right.
show you where he lives and just go over and get him. Just abduct his ass.
He's pretty high on my local dream list of people over the winter.
Oh, he'd be funny.
I think Logger would be a good. He was one of the wrenches at Freewheeler. He'll never hear this because I don't think he has a phone or anything.
I know who you're talking about.
You know Logger? Okay.
Logger?
He'd be a good one.
Oh, God. There's some characters winning out of that
Yeah, you
shop.
want characters.
You guys got anything else you want to plug or any other stories that come to mind?
No, you...
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys coming on.
yeah, well, thanks. That was fun.
We appreciate everyone listening. And like always, guys, remember to keep progressing, keep pushing yourself, and have fun. Thanks. See ya.